Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Lum and today I am bringing you a PvZ. This is going to be between NoRegret. The blues are spawning up in the top right corner and spawning down in the bottom right. We do have Boyo, the red Protoss. So the map is going to be Antiga Shipyard, and this is simply going to be a ladder game between these two players. And already NoRegret off to a rough start, sending his overlord in the completely wrong direction. Of course, he doesn't know this, but yeah, not going to get that scout, so we'll see if he does send out a drone scout in the future. And already Boyo bringing down that probe right there to start that early wall-in, and this right here is an interesting wall-in location. I've always found it sometimes amazing, sometimes it comes back to bite you. A lot of players, of course, will wall right over here, and I think you need two pylons actually, one like in the wall and then one back here. And that's kind of something that a lot of players don't like, is having to actually use a pylon in their wall, because it does kind of create a weak point, so they'll wall in simply over there. However, if you do drop this pylon down right here, you are leaving this kind of back way right here, and of course you can drop a gateway or something right there. So a lot of players will just have to be better with their micro and stuff. And if you feel pretty safe with your probes and stuff, you can drop a gate right there or whatever, and then of course just wall in to your nexus and drop a cannon behind that. So we will go for the forge first instead of that nexus first. And there's this drone scout out by NoRegret, who is actually getting an extractor. So when's the last time you saw an extractor in ZVP off of a regular expand like that? When you see a forge fast expand, something a little tricky might be going on right here. We'll have to see. I know NoRegret does like to go for a little bit more of an aggressive style, but of course there is the occasion, I should say, where players simply like to get speed out. They just use that 100 gas, and then they'll still drop their hatches and stuff, but they just like to have speed to kill off the probes. If there's a zealot that pops out, or a stalker, a couple stalkers pop out, they can just go and take care of it fairly quickly. So it's not unheard of to get this geyser right here and mine up 100 gas, and we'll see if NoRegret's going to start pulling drones off or not. There we go. So he's just going to be a tiny bit late on that, but yes, he's going to start speed right there. And we'll have to see if he drops that hatch down at 21. In the meantime, it looks like Boyo simply getting his expansion up now, and he has to be wondering at the same time, hey, you know what, why is there an extractor right there, and why do I not see my opponent expanding? And here comes down the drone. So it looks like Regret will be taking this expansion. He's going to try and simply pick off this probe, though. And now he'll move back and fakes the expansion, actually, so not going to drop the expansion down. Instead gets his queen, pulls his drone right back up, and he drops a proxy hatch over here in his opponent's base. So I was wondering if his scouting drone ever came out. No, it did not. He was hiding it in the smoke, I guess, or just hiding it up here. And he's going to go ahead and drop this down. In the meantime, we see that our opponent, Boyo, is going to start throwing down a pylon right here, so he can, of course, get cannons up to deal with this. And Regret, in the meantime, going to try and slide these Zerglings around. He is going to lose one Zergling, unfortunately, but we'll still have 3 remaining. And in the meantime, he does have speed almost finished. 6 more Lings on the way. Just another spawn larva right there. And even more Lings. 8 Lings on the way now. So he's actually going to run these Lings back out now, and I suppose make it look like it's not too much of a threat. Probes have been pulled to deal with this hatchery right here. The cannon is going down, and we're going to have to see if Boyo will be able to take this, or if Regret is going to... It doesn't look like this is going to be able to get up, especially with this cannon now attacking. And no, there we go. The drone will actually die. So poor Regret, unable to save that drone. I know sometimes players like to rebuild their hatches, but now there's going to be a lot of Lings running by right here, and it looks like he's going to be able to get a decent surround on this cannon. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though, especially with these probes pulled. There's a zealot out as well, and the cannon is going to fall, it looks like. But there's the zealot and all of the Lings right there, and it looks like they actually do get a surround on the zealot, so it wasn't a full wall, but the probes come in to save the day, and that zealot is going to be saved. And now he's going to go ahead and throw down a pylon that's going to have to be canceled fairly shortly, though, or it will go down. Instead, it does go down and does not get the cancel off. Now these Lings are going to start pushing forward. They're going to be able to pick off that one zealot. However, another zealot has popped. More Lings are now streaming in. And a cannon going up as well for NoRegret, and it's going to be close right here. Are these Lings going to be able to do enough? It doesn't look like Boyo has too much to defend this. He's simply going to try and rely on his wall right there. A nice little cannon does go up, and these Lings are just running back and forth, a little confused. They're trying to take out the cannon right here, which it looks like they will. He's also going to start focusing on the pylon. The cannon has to be canceled, and now the Lings are going to start pushing forward, taking out these Zealots. But there are 2 Zealots. Both have lost their shields, and they're starting to drop down. He's going to start chrono boosting out additional Zealots. Pylons do go down. He is not going to be supply blocked, though. He does have enough supply pylons right there, but the Lings are going to be able to stream right past everything, and I think this might be it for Boyo, as he does not have any pylons to power any of those buildings. It's going to simply be Ling versus Probe. A cannon finally does go down in the main here for Boyo, but it's going to be killed off by Regret, and Boyo simply going to GG out of that game. So what a quick little game right there. I like the idea of the proxy hatch by Regret. It kind of diverted the attention of Boyo there long enough to get him to throw a cannon up in his main and a pylon, which of course let Regret run by with that speed, no expansion of course, and just go for a mass Ling push right there, and was able to secure that game. So GG, my name is Mr. Llama for Clan Overdosed, and really quickly before I leave, I would like to say check out EZStarcraft.com. They do have some of my casts, and they have a lot of other casts. They have a lot of tutorials, things like that, and it is simply an amazing site. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I will see you guys later.